It's 16th November 2025 and ISRO has further delayed the Gaganyaan-1 mission to March 2026. Hello everyone and welcome to Indian Space Post.
Capture event is nominal. Capture is completed.
Sir, we have achieved soft landing on the moon. India is on the moon.
And we have a new date again for when the Gaganyaan-1 will fly. Remember, this is what I posted at the end of 2024, hoping that ISRO would finally get the LVM-3 roaring into the skies this year. But unfortunately, that's not happening, and it has been pushed to March end 2026, as stated by Dr. V. Narayan during the post-launch address of LVM-3 M5. So this comes as a surprise because last year, the end of the last year, they had commenced the production of the first ever HLVM3, and now it has been delayed further for unknown reasons. This is just ISRO being ISRO, no updates. Now, I'm sure we as ISRO fans would love to see things get moving as quickly as possible, but at the same time, I want them to take as much time as possible because these missions will later literally carry humans to space. It will sound cliche, but it is now real that Israel would finally be putting humans on a controlled explosion where there is no room for error. So it makes sense to try and push these three planned test launches, even without humans, to be free of any failures. Now, speaking about failures, there is a mini dilemma. Would you like to see successful G1, G2, G3 tests which would rate HLVM3 as flawless? But that leaves a risk of a possible unknown failure in the future. Or do you want a failure to surface as early as possible so that we can correct it before humans ever fly? Either way, I hope and assume ISRO has planned to push the rocket to its limit. Test all the things that could possibly go wrong on these three flights. Moving on to Chandrayaan-3 update. Yes, the extended mission is still going on, though Vikram and Pragyan lie rest on the surface after only 12 days of primary mission. This is something which Chandrayaan mission had also been trying to change. The propulsion module of Chandrayaan-3 was carrying two RHU radioactive heater units that would extend the lives of landers and rovers like Vikram and Pragyan for far beyond 12 days. But more on that later, possibly in a different video. Back to the sole survivor of the mission, the propulsion module is still alive as per latest update from ISRO. After delivering Vikram to an Apollyon of 150 km around the moon, the propulsion module separated with it and continued its operations with the SHAPE payload for 1 month. SHAPE stands for Spectropolarimetry of Habitable Planet Earth, by the way, and it was used to study atmosphere of Earth from a far distance. A similar technique which is employed in studying of exoplanets. With over 100 kg of fuel left after 1 month of propulsion module's operation, ISRO decided to bring it back towards the Earth, thus collecting important data for future sample return missions like Chandrayaan-4. Later, a few flybys of the moon took place until recently when it was believed that the connection with the spacecraft was lost, with no updates from ISRO. But soon enough, ISRO did eventually reveal that the spacecraft is indeed alive, and as per their wordings, it seems like the fuel is empty, with the satellite utilizing the solar power to continue transmitting data as it drifts across the Earth-Moon system without control. Independent radio astronomer Scott Tilley did mention that it wasn't a controlled maneuver, but rather a natural three-body drift due to the gravity of the Earth and the Moon. It is unclear if it has some fuel left to deorbit safely. Scott, though, predicts that it could have another encounter with the Moon in April next year, after which the three-body drift will completely become unstable, taking the propulsion module to either a heliocentric orbit or impacting Moon or the Earth completely. ISRO, however, has assured that it is monitoring the spacecraft with its telemetry tracking and command network is tracked, and a special care is being taken to monitor its trajectory. And regarding the upcoming missions, recently Telugu media reported that LVM-3 M6 with the AST Bluebird would be flying on the second week of December, while PSLV-C62 carrying OceanSat 3A will fly on the last week of December. Hopefully, ending the year with a total of 6 launches, 5 of them hopefully being successful. And it is low, in fact, it is too low when you compare with the big boys of space flight with hundreds of missions every year. But such is ISRO's cadence so far, and hopefully things change next year. Thank you for making it this far into the video. This was my first attempt at YouTube. Always had been a little dream of mine to have that space flight channel. I hope you like this. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.